Good morning. Welcome to the class of history of class 8th. Today we will be discussing about industrial revolution and imperialism. Right? So, what is industrial revolution? What is industrial revolution? As far as industrial revolution is concerned, it is concerned with the development of industries basically in those part of the world where it is suitable to establish industries as far as means of transportation is concerned, the supply of raw materials is concerned, and the availability of human resource is concerned. That very area, the setting up of industries after Renaissance and Reformation, the large number of coming up of industries led to industrial revolution. In Hindi, industrial revolution is called Audyogik Kranti. Industries means Udyog. Industries means Udyog, and industrial revolutions mean Audyogik Kranti. So what do you mean by industrial revolution? By industrial revolution in Hindi we mean औद्योगिक क्रांति. तो औद्योगिक क्रांति से हम क्या समझते हैं? व्हाट डू वी मीन बाय इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन? व्हेन द सेटिंग अप ऑफ लार्ज इंडस्ट्रीज due to invention and discovery that was led by Renaissance and Reformation, and the voyage and discoveries by different discoverers and explorers led to the event that is called industrial revolution. Right? So in this very book there are different reasons given of industrial revolution. You can read it out. There is nothing to be explained. You can have a look at the book and you can very easily grasp the meaning. There are certain inventions that are given with the name of inventor and which year that was invented, just like flying shuttle, spinning jenny, water frame, the mule, and the power loom. These are certain inventions that are done during industrial revolution that led to the coming of industrial revolution, because industries needs machines. Industries needs machines, and machines were developed as a result of Renaissance and Reformation. I have discussed about Renaissance and Reformation in the last video. You can see the last video and you can have the idea of Renaissance and Reformation. Correct? So that is all about industrial revolution. There are certain reasons for industrial revolution to begin in England. Why industrial revolution began in England? Because all the logical and all the scientific requirements that were required for the coming of industrial revolution were present in England. You can read it out here. It is written that England was the first country to experience the wave of modern industrialization. Why? Because political stability was there and common law, single currency, and increasing markets. These are the conditions, and there are certain conditions related to the coming of industrial revolution in England. You can read it out. There is nothing to be explained in that. There is another concept that you need to understand is imperialism. What do you mean by imperialism? Imperialism means Samrajyavad. Imperialism means Samrajyavad. There is a complementary term associated with imperialism is Upaniveshavad, that is called colonialism. So imperialism and colonialism are interrelated terms. The imperialism means the extending political control over the territory of another country for economic and political exploitation of that very country or that very territory. This is called imperialism. Imperialism means Samrajyavad. Imperialism means Samrajyavad. There is a complementary term associated with imperialism is called colonialism. In Hindi we called it Samrajyavad and Upaniveshavad. Imperialism means Samrajyavad and colonialism means Upaniveshavad. So I would like to tell you in Hindi, the country that controls another country is called imperialist country, and the country which is controlled by another country is called colony of that very country. So the main reason why imperialism and colonialism exist for the economic and political exploitation of one country by the mother country to the another country that is colonized by the mother country, right? So there are certain causes of imperialism. There are 7 causes given in your book. That is geographical explorations and discovery. First cause is geographical exploration and discovery. Geographical exploration and discovery led to imperialism. Geographical exploration and discovery led to imperialism. As with industrial revolution. The first concept, as I explained you earlier, the industrial revolution led to the setting up of industries, and industries, there are machines, and machines required raw material, and these raw material were not being enough that were to be taken from the same country, mother country were not capable to satisfy the demand of the industries that were located in the industrialized countries. So to supply the demand that was created for the machineries of the industries of the industrial countries, there was a need for extra raw materials, and for the lookout for that extra raw materials, there was a need for some other countries that could supply raw materials to the imperialist country. For that purpose was satisfied by geographical explorations and discoveries. You have read in the last paragraph that there were certain discoveries like discovery of India and discovery of America that were the colony of Britain. You have studied in last class also, and you know also that India was the colony of Britain and America was also a colony of Britain. So it served as a colony of Britain. And what was the purpose of setting colonies in these very countries? To extract raw materials for the industries that were set up as a result of industrial revolution. For that purpose, imperialism came into existence, right? Next cause was the industrial revolution. The industrial revolution itself was the cause of imperialism, because the industries needed raw materials, and the industrial revolution created the industries so that the imperialism was the cause. Industrial revolution was the cause of imperialism. Third, need for materials. These first three causes are interrelated. The industrial revolution, the voyages and discoveries, and the need of raw materials, these are interrelated. As the industries will be set up, there will be need of raw material, and need of raw material will be satisfied by the voyages and discoveries, which will lead to the discovery of new countries and new lands that will satisfy raw material for the industries that was created due to industrial revolution, right? Then next is aggressive nationalism. In next chapter, you will study about the concept of nationalism. In next chapter, you will study about the concept of nationalism. And here it is given that aggressive nationalism is the cause of imperialism. So what is nationalism? Nationalism means a sense of oneness towards one's territory, one's religion, one's flag, one's national hero, or one's national song is called nationalism. In Hindi you can say, जब हम किसी क्षेत्र विशेष से, किसी झंडे से, किसी व्यक्ति विशेष से, किसी धर्म से अपने आप को एक रूप महसूस करते हैं, तो राष्ट्रवाद का जन्म होता है. Just like for Indian nationalism, we associate ourselves with Indian territory. For the Indian nationalism, we associate ourselves with Mahatma Gandhi, that is our national hero. For Indian nationalism, we associate ourselves with national flag, that is Tiranga, that is tricolor. For Indian nationalism, we associate ourselves with other factors, just like you can say all these factors that contribute to Indian nationalism. So there are different concepts of nationalism in other countries as well. Similar concept is associated in nationalism in other countries as well. So the rise of aggressive nationalism is also one of the cause of rise of imperialism. As imperialism grew, the rise of nationalism became the cause of imperialism, because the glory of one's nation became the cause of controlling the other territory for the sake of one's honor of one's country, right? Next country is invention of modern means of transport and communication. As the modern means of transport and communication led to the transportation of raw materials from colonies to the imperial countries, so these led to the rise of imperialism. Next cause is increasing pressure on population. The population needed more raw material, the population needed more finished products, more consumer goods. So what happened? So this pressure was to be reduced as a result of the industries, and these industries were dependent upon the raw material of the colonies, which was the result of imperialism. And the last cause was role of Christian missionaries. Christian missionaries also contributed to the cause of imperialism. As you can see, the Christian missionaries that came to India also contributed in the cause of imperialism of British Empire in India. This is all about the first chapter. This way, first chapter is concluded. In next chapter, we will be discussing about the growth of nationalism. Till then, take care.